Hey everyone, this is Yari from Mermaid, and today I'm going to be giving you a rundown on Mermaid's Visual Editor. The Visual Editor is the place where you can create and make edits to your diagram visually by just using your mouse. Now, the foundation of a Mermaid diagram is the code itself, but if you aren't a technical person or you find it confusing, or if you're just not interested in that part, that's where the Visual Editor really shines. You can make all the changes that you would be able to by writing code by using the Visual Editor instead. And what that means is that the changes that you make using the Visual Editor are reflected in the code and vice versa. So just as a quick example, if I were to add a node real fast, you can see that it pops up in the code as well. And I'll just close the code panel because we aren't going to need it at all. One thing to note to avoid confusion is that not all diagrams are supported by the visual editor yet, but we're always working on supporting more and more. In all diagrams, you can still view them, pan around, and change the themes, but in the diagrams that are supported by the visual editor, they just have additional capabilities for actually editing your diagram. And we'll see this when we dive into actually using the visual editor to make changes to our diagrams. The first things that I want to show and go over are the control buttons found in the bottom right. These are universal to all diagrams, so you'll see them and be able to use them for any kind of diagram that you're viewing. First up, we have the undo and redo buttons, so you can undo and redo any changes that you've made to your diagram. So I could redo adding that node that I did earlier and just undo it to get rid of it. Next up, we have the zoom control buttons, so you can zoom out or zoom in on your diagram. You can also reset the view back to the default. And then lastly, there's a button to enter and exit out of full screen. Next up, we have the toolbar at the top. This is where you'll find general diagram controls for adding elements and changing the look and flow of your entire diagram. This will look a bit different for each diagram as they'll each have their own controls, but as I mentioned earlier, the ability to pan and change the theme of your diagram are present in all of them. So just to showcase that real quick, pressing pan toggles pan mode on and off, which lets you click and drag to move around your view of the diagram. And then pressing theme lets you choose from a variety of pre-made themes to change the theme of your entire diagram. And then if the diagram also supports it, you can change the look here. So the default is Neo. We can change it to a hand-drawn look or also classic if you would like. On the right side is where you'll find buttons for changing the direction and layout of your diagram. You'll find these in diagrams that use automatic layout algorithms, so flowcharts, class diagrams, ER diagrams, etc. So for example, I can change the direction of the entire diagram to any of these four options. I can go bottom to top, left to right, and so on. And then by pressing layout, I can choose from our two different automatic layout algorithms. And then in the middle, you'll find more specific buttons for whichever type of diagram that you're using. So since I'm currently editing a flowchart, we have different buttons related to that. You can see I can add new nodes with different shapes just by pressing the shapes button. See, I can add a rounded rectangle from here. We can add an icon, an image, text box, subgraph, but this changes if we were to swap over to a different diagram, such as the class diagram. So as you can see from here, I can add a new class, I can change the title, I can add a new note or a namespace, which is similar to a subgraph for a flowchart. And it's the same thing when swapping to, let's say, an ER diagram where we have different buttons here. But as you can see, although these buttons are different for each type of diagram, they each follow a certain type of trend. We can add new elements specific to that diagram as well as some other options. Next, I want to show how you can interact with elements directly inside of your diagram. So by hovering your mouse, you can see which elements you can interact with, and we can click on them to select them and make changes. Left-clicking on these elements will bring up a toolbar similar to the one we just went over at the top, and these toolbars are specific to whichever element you have selected. So since this is a node that I selected, I have node-specific options available to me. So from here, I can change the shape of a node. I can change it to a rounded rectangle if we'd like. You can also change the type of border that it uses, the border color. We can change the background color or text color of the element. So I'll just make this a background color purple. From here, you can also add hyperlinks, move it to a subgraph, duplicate the node, and delete it. And then similarly, left-clicking on an edge gives us customization options for that as well. Here we can change the arrow type, we can change the edge stroke, we can change the edge color, we can animate it, and then you can also delete it from here just like with a node. And in other diagrams, since those elements are different, they'll have their own customization options as well. So in a class diagram, left click on a class, I have different options there. The edges are also a little bit different. So in class diagrams, I could change, let's say, the cardinality of an edge. And if we go back to our ER diagram, we have different customized options for that as well. You can also double left click to change the labels of different elements. And we can also double left click on our edge to change the label there as well. And in class diagrams, you can double click to change the class properties. You can edit edge labels here as well. But essentially, double left clicking on an element lets you change the content inside of it. You also might have noticed this plus button when we have a node selected in our flowchart. Clicking this will create a new node and connect it automatically, or you can click and drag to existing nodes to connect them. Another quick thing I want to go over is the manual layout. This is currently only available for flowcharts, but you can toggle it by pressing the manual layout button at the top. This lets us click and drag to place nodes wherever we want, so we don't have to rely on an automated layout. You can also adjust the size of the nodes from here, and you can also change how edges are connected. Manual layout also gives us access to add floating arrows without the existence of nodes. And if you want, you can rearrange your diagram by using an automated layout, or you can just swap back to the auto layout mode. So that's a quick overview of what the visual editor is and how to use it. But before we wrap up, I want to give you some tips on how you can be more efficient when using the visual editor. The first is that you can copy and paste node-like elements without having to use the duplicate node button. All you have to do is select the node and then press Ctrl C on your keyboard to copy it, and then you can press Ctrl V to paste it right in. Similarly, instead of pressing the delete button for a node or an edge, you can just select it and then press delete on your keyboard, and it will do the same exact thing. You can click and drag from a node not on top of another node, and it will create a new node and connect it automatically for you. So you can see I can do this in class diagrams as well. Just like with copy and paste, you can also undo and redo like you would in other applications. So instead of pressing the redo and undo buttons here at the bottom right, I can redo by pressing Ctrl Y and undo with Ctrl Z. You can also temporarily pan by just holding right click down and moving your mouse around. You can use the scroll wheel to scroll up and down, and you can hold shift while scrolling to scroll left and right. And you can hold down control while scrolling to zoom in and out instead of having to use the buttons at the bottom right as well. And the last tip is that you can left click and drag to select multiple elements at once and apply changes to them simultaneously. So that's going to do it on the rundown of the Mermaid Visual Editor. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And thank you so much for watching.